can't. Why the hell?
Hanging out with their friends can't be part of the structure?
You can hang out with them, but you ain't doing that every day.
Right, not every day.
Yeah, you're not doing that every day.
Right.
I'm sorry. Bruh, I'm so glad my parents didn't let me do the things that I wanted to do when I was a kid. Not all the stuff. They let me do certain things, but stuff that I thought was cool, they didn't just let me do. You can't just hang out all day. When are you studying? When do you study? Because that's your job. When are you in the books? But you hanging out with your friends all damn night. You've been to school, and now you've been to practice, and now you're at Wild Wing. So, when you coming home at night? Hell no. Hell, No. You home. You are home. Because teenagers get into stuff, hanging out with their friends. And why they friends ain't, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When are y'all studying? When are we handling business if we hanging out all damn day? So, no. And I don't care if anybody says that's mean or wrong, out of pocket. Have your ass in the house. If I got to come looking for it, all hell gonna break loose. That's just how I am. Because children who don't have structure end up in prison, they end up in the cemetery. Some of the ones who do, still, end up, victims or casualties of the BS that's going on out here. You got to have structure. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have fun. I'm not going to let you do anything. Sure, you can hang out with your friends sometime, but making a everyday habit of hanging out with your damn friends and coming home at night.
Did you see what happened with the Julio Fulio case?
Yeah.
Yeah, you saw that trial and how it ended for those youngsters, right?
Yeah, and one of them guys had a good life.
Yeah. How often do you see youngsters coming in with holes in their bodies, man? At your place of business.
I'll be honest with you. Back in it was some years ago, and I'm not gonna say the young man. Oh, I'll be honest with you, man. I'm gonna say it so you can edit it. Yeah, bro. I'll be honest with you. I had to spend a Thanksgiving some years ago, a Thanksgiving day, and before Thanksgiving, trying to put a young man's face back together because he had been shot so many times. You know what I'm saying? There were just certain circumstances. He basically, long story short, had got into it with law enforcement. And it was a situation where law enforcement, he was on the run, and he ended up
the shootout,
unaliving one of them. So, and then he went on the run, and then they found him. And
he had a shootout with him, or they just executed him?
It don't look like he shot back. Shootout mean you shot back. It don't look like, you know what I mean? Because it's certain things when you cross a certain line with law enforcement, hey, they not bringing handcuffs. Like, they ain't got no intentions of ain't no Miranda rights gonna be read. That you going, you out of here.
I've seen white dudes kill police officers and get taken in handcuffs all the time.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't white.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't white. He wasn't white. He didn't qualify. What Paul Mooney used to say, he ain't got the complexion for the protection, brother. Yeah, you out of here. And I mean that was just one instance I seen, man. They I don't know. I asked how many times did they shoot him, and he said the gentleman who was bringing him in said he stopped counting after he counted 6 bullets in his head. So my thing is, we have to let our young people know the game. The deck is already stacked against you. You ain't got time to be doing what it is, whatever you want to do out there in the street, this tough guy stuff. You got to leave that alone. That's not going to fare out well for nobody in the street.
Do y'all take the bullets out of people when they're...
Nah, the medical examiners take the bullets out. Yeah, they do all of that.
But sometimes they miss. I know. Sometimes they leave a bullet every now and then in there.
Yeah. The craziest thing, my father, I think when my father discovered one time that they were saying that a guy had a heart attack out in the yard or something like that. And then, we, in the preparation of before you embalm, you washing the body. and bubbles started coming out this man's chest. And he was like, wait a minute. This man been shot. That's a bullet wound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you got to go back.
What y'all do about that?
Got to take him back to medical exam and do an autopsy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now that changes everything. That changes the death certificate. That changes the whole situation. Because 1 minute somebody look and say, oh, he had a heart attack. And after that, it's like, wait a minute, that's not what that. He may have had a heart attack, but he definitely was shot. So that's another ball game right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Man, walk me through this right here. Like somebody has a loved one who passes. They come to you and they want you to conduct the funeral services. The first thing that you do is what?
They come to us, somebody passes away, first the family has to make sure they request us. We can't go, we can't solicit. We got to, they request us, when they come in, we take what they call vital statistics information from one of the family members.